okay, this is what we're gonna do with this big white company or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or these, you know.
Yeah. But,
So what was you gonna say, Regina?
Well, I think the biggest thing between Walmart and Chick-fil-A is because the companies boost the morale of
Yeah,
the company. You know what I'm saying? And that's really important. But also having, as being owners, you gotta be able to motivate them. Walmart is not like that. You know, they just they don't care about they don't care about their employees.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A does. They really, you can tell. And I mean, every time you go in there, they're smiling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's really important. Especially with us having, one of the biggest things with me having a business is things like it is that the customer service. Every black business they go in is poor customer
That's
service.
always the stigma,
Poor
yeah.
customer service is because, you know, we probably have worked in places and we just kind of just don't care.
Right. Because you kind of feel stuck.
I think that kind of still goes back to you.
It's training. It's training. It's from the top down. If the managers don't push it, that's how the employee's gonna be. You gotta blame management.
Going back to the kids, like being raised up in schools, a lot of times they teach us in our schools how to get a job. You know what I'm saying? It's not really how to manage and how to, you know, start a business, you know. And I can say from, you know, my son's school, that's why I switched his school. It's a great school, Pearl Academy, and they teach them entrepreneurship. You know, they teach them that from the preschool age on up, and they really start working with them once they get into the middle school, high school age, and let them know that you don't have to be graduating from college to start thinking about starting a business. You can start now. You can start thinking about it now, like little Leslie investing in her mama's business. You know, so that's important, and I'm glad you making it a family thing, and that's like being an example on how we circulate and networking with each other, you know. So let's give a hand to Miss Jennifer Williams. Thank you for coming. Okay, we still here at the Organic Perspective. You know, we getting everybody's perspective, so I want all y'all to kind of chime in and, you know, give us your opinions on what we're talking about today. We're talking about economics and black business, black money, and it was a great event last night. The Black Business Network Tag Team Marketing put on the event, and I actually had just heard about it on 89.3, and my boss told me she heard about it, so we was like, we gotta go. So we went there last night, and I met this awesome dude named Mr. Erroll Paden. You can come on up, Mr. Paden. I'm good. Good seeing you.
I said about 8 hours.
8 hours. So he's actually one of their top marketing, I say executives. And,
I'll take it. I'll take that.
And you could just tell us about your leadership. It's, Mr. Delzano, he's not here, and I met him last night also. He did a lot of very inspirational lecture on black business and building that network, and they have an awesome plan that we learned about, and it, you could just kind of break that down a little bit.
Sure. Well, just myself, Erroll Paden is my name. I kind of like telling it like a story. You know, I mean, I started, wasn't long ago, you know, I was on the job, 9 to 5, you know, working in the queue, you know, and, you know, I get my paycheck and have to kind of pay my bills, and I would be in a position where it's like, wow, I don't really have enough, you know, to pay all my bills. I have to work, kind of work it around a little bit, or I'm
half on it.
Put something on it, and you know, and I was like, you know, it didn't seem right because I'm thinking I'm working, I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing and everything, and I don't have really a lot of the time to go and do a lot of other things that I want to do because I'm kind of always working, and I fortunately run into a brother, Delzino Wilson Debriano, and his wife, and I mean they created something. To me, it was, at the time, was kind of, it was visionary. You know, it was visionary. It was along the lines of our people working together and keeping our money in the black community. And, you know, I didn't really know the impact of it, you know, what they were creating, you know, until, you know, as I moved down here from Washington, D.C. to Atlanta, Georgia, when I heard that he and his wife were putting this whole movement together. This was back in 2006, you know, and I said, well, brother, whatever you're doing, you know what I mean? Because I heard about him when I was in college, you know, way back in 96 is when I first heard about him. I was in college, you know, just trying to make it, you know, and do the thing, but kept, you know, in contact. And when I saw this movement that they're creating and really focused on getting black people buying from black-owned businesses consistently and bringing our money back, and when he said that, man, you know, the essence of black community, the lifeblood of black community is that dollar. Without that dollar, it's like our blood, you know, without your blood in your body is no longer functioning. You know what I mean? And just like in the black community, that blood is that dollar that keeps circulating back and forth from your business to my business and your business to my business. Well, you mean I don't have to the schools or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a business. Well, you need to start one so I can buy from you. You know,
Right.
and what he broke down to me was something magical. He did it in this example. You know, he said, well, first, you know, you look at other communities. You know, you see Jewish communities and you know, Hispanic communities now, you know, and even Native American communities, they're all focusing on doing one thing internally, which is buying from each other, starting their businesses. Jewish community, I remember one guy, he came through to the Tag Team Center off of Camp Creek Parkway, and his car was having trouble. And this Jewish guy, you know, we had a brother that was there, he was a mechanic, and he was like, bro, you know, I'll take a look at it, you know, and, you know, help you out. And the guy said to him, he said, I don't want you to take any offense to this. You know when he says that, something go down, right? You know, I don't want you to take any offense, but this is just the way I was raised. And I would rather push my car to the Jewish part of town
Wow.
and let a Jewish mechanic work on it and pay them than have to have my money leave my community.
You know, it's like, man, it's cheaper right here.
You know what I mean? You know, when you look at it, I was like, that guy gotta respect it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're keeping your money recycling in your community.
Yeah.
You're keeping that business alive, which keeps your business alive because they're buying from you or you're, you know, servicing them. And you know, when he said that, you know, shared that story, I was thinking, okay, looking at all these other communities that he was telling us that were doing this, and even Native American community started off, you know, the bingo night, you know, on their reservations is all they had were reservations, you know. That was it.
Started the casino.
They started the casinos
Yeah.
from just doing bingo night every night, and then it was just that grew, and now you got these Fox something casinos in Connecticut, and all these different reservations have these multi-billion-dollar casinos on them
Yeah.
that are generating money for their community. The biggest employer of Jews are Jewish businesses. You know, the biggest employer of Asians are Asian business owners. The biggest employer of Native Americans are Native Americans.
You know, we've had the, you know, Black Wall Street and things like that in the past, and because of the fear of our power as black people, we all know they a little scared of us, you know. So it's like, it's always this, you know, constant mission to kind of keep us separated or keep us disconnected.
Sure.
So do you think, even though, you know, this plan is a really good plan, that once we start establishing this whole community again and this connection and these grocery stores and this and that it will still be a bigger entity that comes in, you know?
I don't see that today. 'Cause I mean, just today, you know,
Right.
are they going to shut us down? We get that
Right.
question a lot. You know, there are bigger problems out there than us these days. You know what I mean? They're overseas, worrying about Afghanistan, ISIS, Al Qaeda, handling.
Right.
While they're doing that, we're handling our business.
Right.
And you know, today, you know, there are entities in place to keep us from coming together. You know, there's institutions that are designed to make that happen, but marketing that's out there designed to draw us away from our own. But that's just marketing. But the
It's
way
still up to us.
the way to handle marketing
To create your
is-
own.
is marketing.
You're right.
If you say that over there, Walmart is great, Walmart is great, Walmart is great, Walmart is great, and you hear that all day, you're gonna think what? Walmart is great, right? Because that is. You singing along with the jingle in the car, you didn't even know. You know what I mean? You can't
Yeah.
get it out of your head. But when the black-owned business, when we as a movement with the Black Business Network, what they started over there is amazing. They have 3 basic components of this movement. They said, let's first get together all the black-owned businesses, right, that are in the United States. You know there were, what, 2.8 million black-owned businesses in the U.S. As of the 2010 census. So that was 2010 numbers, right? Can anybody here name 1,000 black-owned businesses?
I know 3.
Or 100?
5.
10
Yeah.
strong. You know what I mean? Black-owned business, and that's not necessarily. It's a problem, but it's more when you have problems in business. That's opportunity.
Right.
When there's a
We
problem,
figure out the solution.
there's opportunity. When you're in business mindset. So they said, let's take all the black businesses and put them all in one place. They created the Black Business Network. You see it like blackbusinessnetwork.com. They said, let's get all these black-owned businesses. If you make something, if you make a product or you make a service, they're putting them together right in that movement. So anybody that makes dolls, hats, clothing, writes books, does hair, does mechanical services, you name it, they're calling them all from one end of this planet to another. I mean, they have businesses from all over the country now, and all over the world, coming from Panama, from Africa, all over the United States, who are making products and providing services for us. Products and services designed for us. Skincare products made specifically for black skin, because would you agree our skin is different from
And they're targeting
anybody else's
specifically
skin?
us,
Yeah.
not just.
It's not just a repackaged product that we
Right.
put over here and now let's put a blackface on it. Hey, you know what I mean? Or let's put a rap song to it. Hey,
Right.
now you know that's not the game. So they said, okay, let's get all the black businesses together, and they called them suppliers. Now the businesses, they supply the movement with their product or their service. Then they said, okay, let's get all the black consumers together that want to buy black. And we're like, well, do black people really want to buy black? Then they started just one survey and they answer that question, because they're like, well, let's just see. Because in 2006 when it started, it was just kind of like, let's just try it and see if black people really do want to buy black, or is the stigma and all the stuff we hear really true, right? So they started putting events together every week, and I mean, black people were buying black like it was going out of style.
Oh, no, that's right.
Because when you find something that's for you, and that works for you, and that's yours, you kind of be like, well, this is mine. You know what I mean?
Because if you don't have the option, it's not in front of you, it's like, well, I got to go to the
Gotta
street
go.
and go
Yeah.
get some tissue or something.
People want to buy black, but we found the reason why they weren't,
Yeah,
because it was just easier not to.
right.
That's all. I know where Walmart is right now. I'd probably name 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But name a black business that could sell you some
Lotion.
hot sauce
Oh, yeah.
right now. You know, I mean, literally, like I can right now, but it's not like I let me go to Walmart and get some hot sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know in the Black Business Network, there's a sister from Panama who ships
Hot sauce.
this hot sauce that is just amazing that we can get for our people, right? So they said, let's get all these black consumers together. Black people were buying like crazy. It was just, I mean, we want to buy black. And we found that we weren't because we just didn't know where our black businesses were. Now, you have always had black businesses and black consumers, right? Everybody, I mean, we've had since the beginning of time. I mean, we've been in black business for a long time. And they did an event over the network on the history of buying black. If you haven't seen that, it will blow your mind how long we've been in business. We had business when we were in slavery, on the low, cutting hair back when we were slaves, getting in trouble for it, you know, because it was just, you had people,
Selling books,
the only-
writing books.
yeah, the only reason you heard about it, is because they saw in the law books when slaves were arrested, and what they were arrested for was for running a business. And it was like, that's the only record of us, is just when we got caught, you know, and were arrested for it. But just black businesses, black consumers, always had them. What was missing? Why aren't we coming together? What's the problem? Black, Jewish business and Jewish consumers, they come together naturally. They teach it and train it from little to high. The one thing that was missing, the marketers. This is the component that those, you know,
You were missing.
I was missing. Now, what are marketers? Marketers are the people that join Tag Team Marketing's business opportunity. Just like any network marketing business opportunity, because people want to be in business, we found. And they were like, well, I've been in Amway and Mary Kay and all this, and different network marketing companies, but I'd never been in one that was designed for black people. and that was distributing black products, black made services. You know what I mean? That was purely for our people. And Delzino and Debbie, that's where they earned their first million in network marketing. They were in a white network marketing company at the time. But they developed a system that helped build them, those 5 white dudes,
Help them make a lot of.
$100 million a year in sales.
They making them
They had
all
over
the money.
3 million customers who were, y'all know what auto ship is? You know, where you buy something one time and every month, you just buying it every month. You're on auto ship with your cell phone bill, if you didn't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where every month you're paying for it. They have over 3 million customers buying every single month that they were earning 1/4%, 3/4% on. So every 100 million they made, those 5 white guys, you know what Delzino and his wife Debbie got paid? 1 million.
Wow.
So coming from them, when they were coming from living in a car, it was like, 1 million, I take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But but after a while, building this thing up,
See
it was
the value
like
in
they
your
were
money.
like, wait a minute,
Looking
we're
at the
doing
big
numbers
picture.
here. There's too much going out. Debbie Wilson Debriano, Delzino's wife, she is like super genius. You know what I mean? She majored in aerospace engineering, computer science. She was designing stuff for aircraft defense systems with Goddard and NASA and all that stuff. She was running the numbers, and she was finding out it wasn't adding up. And they said, okay, we're out of this. They left that company, created their own network marketing company, so they can now start selling the products of black-owned companies. And today, the marketer team is now, people are joining left and right. The movement, the event you went to last night was like the coming out party of everything they were putting together for the past 7-8 years.
Wow.
So that was,
On the right night.
you came on the right night. Because people literally would be talking about, man, where were you when the Buy Black movement began?
Yeah.
Were you there? You were there?
And
You
we
were in
had
the
a
room?
lot of Atlanta, business owners and supporters, community leaders, out there last night, and
It was powerful. People
It
really
was.
plugged in because you have 3 components of the movement. So it's like, okay, where do you want to fit in?
right.
Well, I have a business. I make a product or I supply a service. I want to be a supplier. Well, I don't have a business, but I don't really want to do marketing right now, but I want to buy black.
some stuff.
Let me become a supporter. Here's my credit card. I'm gonna spend $20 or more every month just buying black. I'm gonna choose different products. So this month I want some Shape Up. Next month let me get some of that laundry detergent. I got laundry detergent. I'm good. Next month let me get that. You can switch it up,
Right.
change it. Or you say, hey, I want to be a marketer. I want to earn. I want to find out how I can earn a piece of every black dollar that's moving. I want to be that, like it was described to me. This is what kind of hooked me up. But it said you'd be a toll booth on the black
You the
dollar
middleman.
super highway. And I'm from Maryland, and I used to go up to New York every night. Got toll roads. Y'all know toll booths, man. That, you hit the toll, you gotta ding, like that. Somebody's getting paid because all them cars, all that little bit of change adds up. That road has done been paid for. But that's what a marketer is. You're now the one who's telling all your friends about that own businesses. Man, you can be a supplier. You bring the suppliers. You can tell all your friends that want to buy black. You earn when they buy black. You can earn when somebody becomes a supplier. Earn when somebody buys black. And you become a marketer. You build a team of brothers and sisters like network marketing works. You earn when you sell, but you build a team of people that are training and learn how to promote the products and services too. You earn from whatever they do.
So how long did it take you as a marketer to really, start to say, man, this is really where I'm gonna be?
This well, for me, it was kind of like I was on vision. You know what I mean? Some people on vision.
Don't really have vision.
Some people are on. Look, let me see.
I gotta see some somebody.
Any money going on over here? You know what I mean? But for me, it was on vision because I knew where this was going. I could see. I was like, good Lord, we spent $1.2 trillion. Imagine being a toll booth on that black dollar superhighway. Just give me 1/10%.
And then
the Paden family be straight.
Yeah, y'all was talking about last night how the money circulates, 17 times,
20, when a black product is purchased in the Black Business Network, 25 different people get touched by that money. Literally, it's like when you buy that hot sauce or that bar of soap, 25, that just blows my mind. That alone is
because currently with the disconnect, it stays in our community 6 hours.
6 hours. That's
the
like,
money
okay,
stays
and
right.
go.
It's already gone from last night to right now. It's already gone.
But when they buy black, it's like money stays there. And so far, what is it, there was over 51,000 members in the network, in 137 countries around the world. And to date, over 66,000 products and services have been sold, shipped, and delivered from black-owned businesses to black consumers, right? So products went out, right? So what comes in when products go out?
Money.
Money. Generating millions of black dollars for these black-owned businesses. Like Brother Chica, you saw last night, who's the #1 black-owned business in the network 4 years in a row.
He's an author.
And he's an author. He writes our Black history, ancient African history, our Black history, our teaching our kids and even adults.
Yeah, he used to be a teacher.
Yeah, he was a teacher in the Georgia public school system as well as in Virginia. He was a teacher of the year one time in Virginia, and he just said, well, you know what? From him coming to the network, he was like, well, I got a great product, but I need marketing. I don't know how to really get it from my living room. I'm selling it here to my friends and co-workers, because he's in the school system, so those are people that are pretty much buying his stuff. But he had bigger vision, bigger goal, bigger dream. Comes and meets Del Zeno and says, well, I got a whole marketing team that can promote your stuff all over the world. What do you want to do? And he was like, I'm in. So he joined as a supplier, and boom, next thing you know, his products are going out, and I think he's up, what was it, 50,000 so far that he's generated in sales and for his products. I mean, it's crazy. So, but yeah, I was on vision. People who want to be on money, yeah, I mean, the marketers are, I mean, it's crazy. I can't
and that's how you have to
say
kind
how
of,
much, but that's the enticement per the laws of network marketing. That's illegal.
Yeah, you still want to make money. Everybody want to feed their family.
Yeah.
But you have to realize, because of the situation of the black communities, that a lot of times you have to start putting in a little bit in the beginning before you start seeing that return. And a lot of people they don't see that, because it's like nowadays it's more that immediate gratification. Like, I need to see what, I need to see the money.
Right. That's why when I saw, like I said, it was '96 when I saw Del Zeno for the first time, and then from the vision he broke down in 2001 of what he wanted to do. He wanted to be the future of black distribution, which is an area that we don't have. We make products, but we don't control the pipeline in which those products
manufacturing.
Right. We can make it, but to get it to, that's why we have to be in line at Walmart and the big box stores to try to, hey, can I get on your shelf? While they put you on the shelf all the way to the back, and then copy your product somewhere in China, and then tell you your product is not selling, and then they're selling the exact same thing right next to it, and it's selling out. Just because we don't control that pipeline, but now we do. Now we have our own pipeline, and last night was its, like I said, coming out party. It's been in development for the past, like I said, 8 years. I think it's been in Debbie Wilson-Debrion. She's a vice president of tag team. I think it's been her mind since she was 2.
Wow.
So it's like literally we're living this in her mind when she was 2 years old, and I was like, dang, I feel honored to be a part of your dream,
And we have to know that even though our dreams sometimes feel so far out, that you have to have that knowing that you're going to attract the right people and the right circumstances in your life, as long as you keep moving forward to help you create your vision.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with having a whacked out vision. Somebody like, man, you crazy,
Right. Now you look at
you gotta be the fool.
You got to, like the fool was dancing. So you have to be there for that one. But to seeing Del Zeno's vision of this movement, I mean, start off getting all the black community communicating with each other. In our own communication system, not Facebook or not Instagram, not some communication system owned by someone else that they can just shut your account down and then you no longer have communication. No, it's our own communication system, blackbusinessnetwork.com, where millions and millions of black people will be joining, creating free accounts just to be in communication. So when something goes out, boom, our whole community knows about it, right? Then from there, getting black people, the phase 2, getting black people buying from black-owned businesses consistently.
Consistently.
And that's every single month. That's where the supporters come in.
Yeah.
People who are buying black every month, committing to buy black every month. Just if it's a bar of soap, $20 or something, some detergent, soap, shea butter, stuff you're going to use anyway. You're going to wash your clothes, you're going to wash your body, and you're not going to be ashy, so you're going to get some shea butter. Right? So, and then after that, when all that money comes in, guess the next phase, this is what blew me away last night, you talked about tag team bank. When we now accumulate all of our wealth, because like I said, all those products go out, what's coming back? The money. And we're not trying to keep giving it to Chase. and Bank of America and
Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo, because they're taking our money right now, going overseas with it in the middle of the night. And this is something, wow, he told me about this. You try to withdraw some money from your own account at 11 o'clock at night or 12 midnight. Just try it.
Oh,
You can't. You tried it, right? You be out, you be like, let me get some money, I need some cash. Try to transfer some money. You can't move anything. Everything's on lockdown on your money because they took it and now are over in Asia and on the Asian markets exchanging your money, making millions off your money, and now pay you not 1% if you're
not
lucky.
even one.
If
Yeah.
you're lucky, you get 1% return. And that money that bankers make, like I said, could be considered criminal, but it's legal. But they're making, they put your money back come the morning time, your money's back in where it's nice savings account tucked in, right?
Actually, they just put the numbers back in.
That's it. And now they are counting what they made from your money. And so instead of doing that still, because we're doing that now, because you know the monies, the millions that come in now, it's just it's going to those banks. Just because we have to get to a point where we have at least $10 million in what's called average daily balance. That means every day, no matter what time of day, there's at least $10 million of black money sitting.
Right.
Once we get to that point, then we can open our own bank. We can now have our own accounts. So when marketers get paid their commissions on what they promote to their friends that they buy, you get paid through tag team bank. Suppliers, when you supply your product or your service, when you get paid every month from what you sell, you get paid through your tag team bank account. Supporters, when they earn their discounts or whatever they want to buy, they can now make purchases from retailers through their tag team bank account. As soon as that thing is swiped, the computer is going to automatically read who referred them, commissions go to them. Who's a supplier? Boom, commissions automatically go to them. And then the discount that the supporter gets automatically gets calculated. Boom, every transaction is instantaneously. I mean, from there, now we have our own bank, then we can do our own manufacturing because we don't have to borrow any money from anybody.
And a lot of times, especially in the hair
Keep it in the
business,
family.
right, in the hair business, it's like, you know, they have to purchase hair and, it's like always this, the Asians kind of run that whole
for now.
thing. Yeah, for now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, when they know that it's a black company coming, it's like, oh, I'll send you, you're not buying from me, I'll send you to my middleman. And then they gonna mark up the price.
Yeah.
And then it's like, so we're always on the
On the low
trying
side.
to catch up, you know what I'm saying?
It
And then
happens.
we selling it at a higher price, so our people
do
like,
it.
well, like, I
Gotta
don't
do
wanna
it.
have to pay that much. So, that will solve that problem,
Sure.
having our factories
Yeah.
and our manufacturers and all of that, so
That's
that
it.
we don't have to
Go
go to
out.
the middleman
Right.
or
We
go
can
to
be
somebody
vertically
else.
integrated.
Right.
I mean, it's like the things that we're going to be manufacturing. People are like, well, what are you going to manufacture? We're going to manufacture the things we're already selling.
Yeah.
Because the things we're selling, the T-shirts that we sell now, instead of going to Asia or wherever to make those T-shirts, we're going to make our
Right
own
here.
T-shirts here. Put the screen on them and everything, sell them out. Cost goes from $7 down to 50 cents or 10 cents, per
Right.
T-shirt. You know what I mean? So it's a powerful thing. I mean, from manufacturing then on to quality control, and then from quality control, then we'll start. Once we have our quality control top notch, quality control meaning our service,
Keep it,
customer service is tight, everything's tight.
All the money's on track.
Yeah, all the money's on track. I mean,
Products.
the best quality that you can ever imagine. When you think about a car now, you would buy a foreign car before you buy an American car because you know that that Honda is going to last me a little while. You know what I mean? And before that Ford, whatever. But
Actually, now they making Hondas right here anyway, so
Exactly.
it's still pretty much
same thing. But
Yeah.
that's just marketing. It's just you
Yeah.
just believe it. So because back in the day, if you had something made in China, it was going to last you from the time you bought it to the time you got to the door. That's how their marketing, how bad the marketing was on the quality of the product. So they went, they started making the quality better, blah blah blah. Now they're the kings. But that's what we'll be in phase 6 when at phase 5 we start doing our own quality control, and now we start selling out from outside of the black community to all the other cultures.
right. And
So-
that's what Anika was talking about.
Exactly,
Once we
exactly.
start dealing with other businesses, because we can't just do it,
Well, we will do it with us.
We will do it with us.
Because right
but-
now, China makes cars, but you don't know it because they don't sell them outside of China.
Right.
All the Chinese buy them because they have an internal market of billions of people that
But
already
once
buy.
that popularity hits,
Now you can go
we
sell
can
out.
sell them to,
Yeah, now you can sell to Jews and Asians and everything, because at that point, our home is already set.
Our
We got our own banking institutions, we got our own hotel chains, we got our own grocery stores. We're not, it's no more unemployment, because when our businesses grow, our unemployment goes away, because as your business keeps growing, you have to hire more people, right? Who you gonna hire? You gonna hire
And then when
you
people
gonna hire
have
community.
jobs, they ain't angry no more.
Right, they're not angry, they're not robbing,
They ain't
they're
right.
not stealing.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I gotta go work. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna learn from my sister who's doing it, because the way she started her business, I'm gonna take note.
Take mine, yeah.
Because I want to one day want to start a business too. You know what I mean? It's more of a, I'm not working to get a check, I'm working so I can learn.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then when I'm learning, I can go, and that's the whole point. It's not, you know, necessarily go to the end of have a job for the rest of your life, but go to the end work so you can learn.
So you can learn.
Learn and see how it's done and how the move's made. Okay, all right.
And you have to appreciate that lower level work. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Because that's what builds up that skill and that initiative and that passion for what you're gonna do when you branch off and make your own business.
Right.
And then you leave those rooms for those teenagers coming up. Because now it's like the old folks and the teenagers fighting over the same jobs. Because it's like,
Right.
it's
Right.
no job.
And
It's
that's
like,
because there's not enough black businesses
To support the-
who need black people to be employed. Because like I said, as these black businesses grow, and as those suppliers, they keep selling that shea butter and that lotion and those t-shirts, whatever they're selling, it grows, they're gonna need what? Help. Because they gotta keep up with the demand of people that are buying. And we have, I mean, people think, well, nobody's gonna really buy it. Trust me when I tell you, we have trouble keeping product in stock because
Because they buy it.
suppliers can't keep up with the demand from the consumer.
yeah,
That's the problem you want,
yeah.
you know? And I mean, it's a good problem because it means, okay, I can't keep up. I need help. I need you, and you. Can you stir? Yeah. Come on, I need to get in there. Can you rap? I need you to rap. I need you to put labels. I need you to take it to the post
Right.
office. You know what I mean? And everybody's got it out the line. Everybody's working. Everybody gets paid. And that's business. That's community.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's where we're headed.
So we talked about with Miss Jennifer the situations, the family starting from the home and how, you know, the stresses and the work put into starting your own business. And now, you know, with the problems that we have in our communities, we have a solution to some of the things we've been talking about. So, you know, it's time for us to, you know, what we gonna do?